myself safely watch the game. I'm conflicted. One of my friends is gonna have a wonderful Super Bowl party, but I just know that I might need to watch this game by myself. We would ask Reggie where he's gonna watch the game, but we have a very nice what we would call as a shutter, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man, I'm here. I am here,
Bro,
Lord.
what's good, brother?
It's good, guys. Sorry
Man.
about it. Hey, man. Sometimes, can y'all see me? Let me know if I'm too far high, too low. I should be good to go. Baby girl turned up on me. I will always.
That's what. Yes, sir. Wreck your daddy's morning. I love it.
I will always let y'all know that that's what it is. Let's see if I can see the live here.
With it, what's good, team? I am ready to go.
Yes, sir. So we are live, ladies and sorry about that. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, and the Bird Gang has come out early and aggressive. I will say they are prepared for the Super Bowl.
They are.
I will say that.
They out.
Well,
here.
before we get into Super Bowl, my name again is Norwood. I'm the pod god. We are here on Saturday Morning Live. My co-host, my wonderful and prepared co-host is ready now. My guy Reg, let's get it in, my friend.
What's good, people? Can we do a sound check real quick? Can y'all hear me?
You are good.
Everybody's good, man. What's up, man? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Saturday Morning Live episode 90. Super Bowl weekend, shout it. Super Bowl weekend. I appreciate you, Norwood, for stepping in. Where you want to start, man? You want to start with NBA? You want to start with college? Or you start with NFL?
Everybody on the show, I'm going to let y'all know. We're going to run through the basketball, cover the basketball games, because that's just a prelim warm-up. We're going to close out with what absolutely matters the most, the granddaddy of them all. It is the Super Bowl. And I'm going to tell y'all a few times, my little brother's playing in the Super Bowl, so I am amped.
Yeah.
There's no other way to put it. I'm trying to keep my emotions in check. I haven't said a whole lot about it. Y'all know I'm extremely superstitious, and what do we not play with around here? Is the juju.
We don't play with the juju.
I'm protecting my mental stability and my juju. I guess y'all will call that like your soul chakra. I'm trying to keep them in line. I'm trying to keep all of that in line and hope the Lord guides me through this journey. We're going to start out with some basketball, though. It's very interesting that we start out with this team because one of these teams seems to be full steam ahead. The other one seems to have just destructed into a bunch of little pieces. With that said, I actually think the little pieces are a salvageable mess. Still a mess, though, because you got Ben Simmons. I am talking about none other than the Philadelphia 76ers against the Brooklyn, New Jersey. I know they want to send them back to New Jersey now, but the Nets. You have a Kevin Durant jersey, you could probably send it back to NBA.com and they'll give you a Suns jersey if you recently bought it. In this game, I think it goes without saying the 76ers win this game. I think Embiid dominates. With that said, this is a trap game. This is the trappiest of games. You are supposed to beat this team. The Nets are still probably sending players to where they're supposed to go. But this is the game that you could very well lose because these guys are impassioned and the fact that there is no more Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving. And there is Ben Simmons. Watch him play out his mind.
So with this game, there's always Embiid Olajuwon, or you can call him Embiid Ewing is what I've been calling him recently.
Wait, there's a difference. There's a difference.
Yeah. I think
so what you say is like on the Pokemon evolution level, you Embiid Ewing until you win a championship. Then you become Embiid Olajuwon.
Sure, I was gonna say style of play, but we can take shots like that. Yeah, you could be Embiid Ewing, take shots at Olajuwon. I mean, take shots at Ewing and
That's not a shot at Patrick Ewing. I have the utmost respect for PU.
No. That's what you said. You said if you ain't win no championship, you a chump. Isn't that what you said? You said championships don't matter. Championships don't matter. Isn't that what you always said to me about Jordan? Championships matter.
They do matter. That is the reason that the concept matters. That don't make me respect Patrick Ewing any less.
That's not what I heard, man. That's not what I heard. But
I know you didn't. You just gonna make the story up as you go.
Hey, man, you good at it.
Pick
No,
your
but seriously,
team, yo. Pick your team, yo.
Seriously,
who you picking?
The 76ers should win this game. The Nets, with all of these moves of losing KD and Kyrie, definitely become worse. But
sure,
I think they're a little bit more difficult to guard. They just have a bunch of pieces. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of the Utah Jazz at the beginning of the season. Like, nobody knew what they had. They just had a whole lot of pieces, and then Lauri Markkanen turned into, like, a beast. The thing is, with the Nets, they don't have Lauri Markkanen. And
the Clippers before they got Paul George and before they got Kawhi Leonard, where they were like a fringe playoff team, but you couldn't name a person on the team. That's when they had like Lou Williams. I think they had Patrick Beverly at that point. You just got like guys, but they play good team basketball. I don't think that people understand. Brooklyn got pieces, the good pieces back.
Yeah. So I just don't think you should not be able to stop Embiid and Harden with that team. The Nets should not be able to stop Embiid and Harden, although they have Nicholas Claxton.
There you go. You can't. I mean, like, this is the thing. You got to be either or. Either Nicholas Claxton, you're a defensive player of the year, and you make it. You don't have to stop Embiid because you can't, but you have to make it extremely difficult for him. And this should tell you a lot about who he is. Now, I don't know if the whole team will be ready, but you might have to put Bridges, who is supposed to be the lockdown defender, on Harden. And then we'll see.
I forgot about Bridges.
Woo! Bridges was the piece. As much as Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant, if you believe what the Suns clearly believed about Mikal Bridges, he is going to be, and I'm never going to put him in the Kevin Durant category. He's a completely different basketball player. But
where you going with this?
He is a premier upcoming wing, I would say.
Upcoming? When he runner of the defensive player of the year?
Yeah, but I still okay. So when I think of like premier established wing, I'm thinking like Jason Tatum.
Offense.
No. Tatum played good on offense and defense.
Jason Tatum's an MVP candidate. So I think your bar for like having arrived was going on. I think your bar for like having arrived is so high. Yeah, it's so high.
Yeah,
like I think your bar is like all NBA versus All-Star.
Well, has Mikal Bridges been an All-Star yet?
I don't know. I mean, if he's been been all NBA.
Hey, I agree with all of that, but yes, maybe my bar is high. I have high expectations.
With that being said, I'm taking the 76ers.
Thank you, which we all knew.
Next up, I'm not confident in that pick, though. Glenn Rivers.
I mean, Nuggets versus Hornets. The Hornets are another team that I actually have much higher expectations. They also have to be one of the dumbest teams I've seen in a long time. I said go get Mo Bamba since the beginning of last season. The Plumlee brother is not it for this team, and they let the Lakers go get him. What's good, Ray? So I think that they're just in tank for Wembanyama. At this point, that's got to be their strategy. They kept Gordon Hayward, which doesn't make any sense. I mean, that's the other part. Michael Jordan, I just don't think that you're that lucky. Also, the NBA probably does owe MJ a favor. If they do get him, I'm still not confident that he will manage him to the best of his abilities. So there's a lot of different pieces in that, but the Nuggets are going to beat these guys. Beat them early and beat them often. Pause if needed. NBA, do not find me. I'm not Cam Thomas.
Yeah, this game won't be close. It's not. I mean, I don't really have a breakdown analysis of the Hornets. LaMelo Ball came back. He played pretty well I think they played last night. Matter of fact, they're on a back-to-back. I got the Nuggets winning this handily. Nobody can stop Joker on that team. They traded ironically, their most athletic player was like Mason Plumlee, and they traded him to the Clippers.
No, I would dare say that LaMelo Ball is more athletic than Mason Plumlee.
I would not. I would not. Mason Plumlee is an athletic freak. That's the only reason he's still in the NBA.
Sure. You say whatever you want to. There's not
What
an
else
athletic
does he
event
do?
that
What else does he do?
he's 7 feet tall and big as a door. What do you mean? What else does he do?
He
That's
can
all
run.
you got
He
to do.
run like he is more athletic than Melo. Melo is more skilled.
Phil, what's good, brother? Nah,
Melo,
man. No.
yeah, LaMelo is definitely more skilled. Mason Plumlee's more athletic. Mason Plumlee's wildly athletic.
Respectfully, we will agree to disagree on this one. We do
But
agree, though.
they traded him anyway, so it don't matter. So the
Yes.
Nuggets gonna beat the Hornets anyway, handily, going away.
Next up, we have the Battle of Florida. We got Mickey Mouse versus Rick Ross, Miami Heat versus Orlando Magic. This is a very interesting game. I don't trust the Heat.
Heat trick bag. Yeah, that's me.
And I got to see Paulo Banchero going a little nuclear on the Heat.
Shit, why? Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
If I was coaching both of these teams, I could get the Magic there. The Heat, the Heat are on heart alone. Their talent level is not there. The only person who really is scary is Bam and Jimmy. And I think I actually match up pretty well against those two guys. Fat Lowry, do whatever you want to, bro. Duncan Robinson's getting paid a bunch of money. I don't even know if he still plays. I don't know if he still lives in Miami. I don't never see him play. Tyler Hero, who told us that he was supposed to be somewhere between Luka Doncic and your boy Trae Young. I don't know where he is now. This team has been reduced to 2 players. I will be 100 years old. And y'all know how I feel about Trae Young. But Tyler Hero, bring your ass on out here, bro. Because you told us you as good as these 2 guys. You'll never need to be in the same conversation as them ever again unless they're talking about NBA. That's the only conversation. But with that said, I got to pick the Heat.
I'm about to say you said all of that to pick the Heat.
They got more to play for. The Magic just playing block. What's good, team?
Man, so here's two things. Banchero is not going to go nuclear. They have 2 players that can guard him. They have Bam, and they can put Jimmy on him. At the end of the day, I don't trust any of the other Magic players outside of like Franz. Well, Bobo's okay. The Heat did nothing at the trade deadline to get better.
Thank you.
The Magic did nothing at the trade deadline to get worse. They traded Mo Bamba. Mo really doesn't play as much because now they've got Wendell Carter Jr. back. I can see the Magic beating the Heat today. I don't think Banchero's going to go nuclear, but I think just from a size standpoint, the Magic are 6'8" and taller at almost every position except the one. So unless Jimmy just fouls everybody out, then I got the Magic beating the Heat, dude.
And that's exactly what I would do. I put out the Monstars and be like, beat them then. These kids don't need number reps anyway. Put Bowl at the 2, Franz at the 3.
But they can shoot though. Like, once the thing about the Heat is once they get hot, they can hit like 11 threes in a row.
Let me tell you something. It is much more difficult to shoot over a 7-footer. What do we have? 7-footers. Shoot over all of them. Shoot over Forrest then. That's what we're doing. That's my strategy.
All right. Well, you got Heat. I got Magic.
And Heat Norwood with no faith. Let's be very clear. I don't love Super Bowl to close out the show, Ray.
Super Bowl close out the show. Waiting for everybody to get. We know y'all getting on.
Pacers versus Wizards. This is very, very tricky for me. I think the Pacers are a team on the uptick. The Wizards are quietly a cohesive team. I don't love this team. I think they still need some help. But you got Bradley Beal. You got Kuzma, who's starring in his role. You have Kristaps, who I think is playing the best basketball of his career. And Denny. Denny is finally coming along and looking like a basketball player and making me look like I wasn't stupid, even though he made me second guess myself until basically like a week ago.
So y'all killed me when I asked why Tyrese Halliburton is voted as better than Trae. Right? Y'all argued me down, which was fine. I think he is having one of the better seasons. But the main thing that y'all said was he's got them in 6th place. They're playing well. They are 7 games below 500.
What?
They are not a great team. They're decent.
Who else?
Benedict Mathurin is good. I mean, he went off. Miles Turner has been a huge disappointment to me, only because you don't really hear anything from Miles. So he doesn't really make a difference.
And that's the guy they wanted the Hawks to trade for. And as much as I like him,
I think it would have flourished on the Hawks, but that would have been a trade for John Collins.
No, it would have had to been a trade. You can't.
No. Not meaning ship John Collins out, meaning that would have been to make John Collins better. Let him operate in the paint. Let Miles Turner be outside. But
Clint is playing so good, you can't do it.
Yeah, right now. I mean, he had 20 rebounds in 15 minutes. The Wizards. I don't. What was the first game we talked about? The Nets. The Wizards and the Nets right now are in the same little position. To me, they got a whole lot of pieces. They got a whole lot of pieces that you don't really know. Like, I mean, you know what you got, but you don't know what you got. The only thing is the Wizards have been together longer, but they just got a whole lot of pieces. They just got a whole bunch of 6'8", 6'9" people in Bradley Beal, and this is a push for me. I'm gonna take the Wizards. I take the Wizards. I take the Wizards in this game.
Wizards on experience only. But this is the difference between the Wizards and the Pacers. The Pacers still have room to go up. I feel like the Wizards are capping out.
Max out. They need to blow this up this off season.
Why
you don't
why
get
you
Victor Wembanyama, blow it up.
Yeah, like why your assets, don't pull a Hawks and wait till your assets depress before you trade or sell. I think that if I would see what Utah's interested in. If you were interested in John Collins, I think that you could be interested in a Kristaps Porzingis who's having the best career. I mean, having the best season of his career, or Kyle Kuzma.
Quietly.
And as much shit as I talked about Kristaps Porzingis, now there is a belief though. There is a he can play good on a bad team, but not play good on a good team. Those are two different things. But I could also imagine. It's very interesting if you could partner Walker Kessler, Kristaps Porzingis, and Lauri Markkanen together in Utah. There is a underlying joke there. I think that will be the best place for all players. I think that Utah will be super thrilled about that. They could probably, trade for Grayson Allen and really turn this thing into something special. But I don't hate it.
Milk of magnesia, but
let me tell you, a front court of Lauri Markkanen, Kristaps Porzingis, and Walker Kessler. I think that the Utah, the culturally, Utah will be thrilled about that. I think the rest of the NBA will have an issue going to Utah and playing those guys. Sneaky, what's good, brother?
I would love for that to happen just because Dwayne Wade would be the black owner. And that would be awesome. on Black History Month.
Next. Reggie gonna get us canceled today. All right, next. Our beloved Hawks play against the San Antonio Spurs. Hawks, I just need y'all to act like y'all have some sense. Y'all should blow these guys out. On the way, Ray. But yeah, Hawks, act like you have some sense, and we can win this game.
Hawks, this shouldn't even be a game. I should be able to see what's going on with how we're using Jalen Johnson. Nate has played Jalen Johnson in the first half for 3 straight games. I know everybody isn't Hawks fans, but if you listen to the Splash Cast, that is something that we've been calling on for 2 years now. Nate is playing the young players together. They quietly just called back Tyrese Martin and sent Vidi Krejcik, your guy. They sent him down to the College Park Skyhawks, but they brought Tyrese Martin back.
I don't hate that.
Seems like Nate or management is forcing Nate to play the younger players. He's playing Jalen Okongwu and AJ Griffin together more and more. And he'll put him out there with Trey, and he'll put him out there with DeJounte. And it works. Right now, it works. So to bring Tyrese Martin back, you may put him they put Bogey at the 2. You may end up playing him a little bit more, maybe not. But
Sadiq Bey, if the trade goes through,
well, I think that's why you called up Tyrese Martin, just in case the trade doesn't go through.
Insurance policy.
But if you do get Sadiq Bey, if this trade does go through, because they have 24 hours, they have to the end of my money.
Oh, hell no, Ray. Landry tapped him on the shoulder and said, hey, you know who my guy is. He told you that you better play them guys. And as much as we have questions about the wrestlers' moves and things that they've done, especially, basically putting Travis Schlink, who put this entire team together, out to pasture, that's the right move. All of the rookies that the Hawks have drafted, if they play well on the floor. We haven't had anybody come out there and really be unplayable.
Not in this regime, we haven't.
No, and I'm talking about the Travis Schlink. The only draft pick that they really missed on was Omari Spellman.
I couldn't remember if Omari Spellman was part of that. That was the Herter year.
Yeah. Jeez. Omari Spellman was a big miss. Kevin Herter, solid draft pick. John Collins, positive asset. You drafted him at 19. Trey Luka, we don't talk about that. Hunter is a formidable player.
I don't think you missed on Cam. Quietly had 11-5-2 in his debut with Portland. Quiet as Cam.
We would love to have a guy like him back now to stick you at the end of the bench. You probably bought a little too high on him, but I still think that given the right opportunity in the right situation,
I think Cam's gonna flourish. I hope he flourishes in Portland.
And this is the thing about because I just watched Casey talk about him with the Knicks. He's everything that you're looking for in a player. So he's going to get a shot, and then he probably get another shot because you still just don't have enough consistent tape on him playing.
And he plays decent defense. Who else? He anticipates the passing lanes. But back to the Hawks Spurs game. I'm not even looking at this game for the score. I shouldn't have to worry about if the Spurs are going to win this game. I shouldn't. And I think everybody's out for the Spurs. They had like 7 players injured yesterday. So
Reggie.
Yeah.
What do you know what team we have?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay, all right. So you better be worried.
I said I didn't say I'm not. I said I should not be worried.
Oh, well positioned. I missed that.
I said I should not be worried about this game.
Also, what's old boy from Auburn? Oh, Sharif Cooper. Drafted him in the second round, ladies and gentlemen. He is the leading scorer in the G League.
He's always going to be the leading scorer. It's just he's smaller than Trey. That's why I was hesitant about it. I like the pick.
If you can lead the G League in scoring, it's teams that need scoring badly.
Well, the Cavs will bring him back up.
No. Be hidden there forever. So we're definitely picking the Hawks. Next up, Jazz versus Knicks. This is actually a very good game.
I need the Jazz to win this game.
Yes.
The Knicks have created some separation from us a little bit. They got 2 games on us.
The Jazz aren't up and down team. The Knicks aren't up and down team. This should actually be a pretty good game. You should get some Laurie versus Julius in there. I don't know if Mitchell Robinson is back, but he's going to have a night if he's got to go in there against Walker Kessler. And if Isaiah Hartenstein has to play against Walker Kessler, well, you ain't going to score tonight, my friend. You are what we call all-time pass. As soon as they give you the ball, just give it to somebody else. Because if you turn around, New Gobert is finna put that ball out of there.
Walker
and he's
Kessler
from Georgia.
is a beast. He's from
And as much as I talk about Danny Ainge, that right there, the ability to take and trade Rudy Gobert and turn him into magic, and then find out that Walker Kessler is looking to be just as good defensively. Congratulations, well played,
my friend. Then be well positioned to still get Victor Wembanyama. They got all the picks. No, they're not gonna get. They're not all the picks. Oh, they got all the picks.
Damn,
they didn't trade for nobody.
They get all the picks. So even if you don't play that well, you're just gonna be able to throw some picks in there and say, "Hey, man, will my money come out?" And you still got a good chance.
They got all the picks, dog. They got all the picks from the Timberwolves, who might not make the playoffs. They got all them picks from Cleveland, who will make the playoffs. They just got a shit ton of picks that they can trade, and they got assets. There's outside of marketing and Kessler, everybody else can go. And they got the Lakers picks. Matter of fact.
I don't think that y'all gonna understand for the next like 6 years, the NBA draft is just gonna be 3 teams picking.
Yep.
OKC, Utah, and the Nets. And you're just gonna watch them pick
The Knicks
pick after
got
pick
the
after
Knicks
pick.
got like 11 first round, seven first round picks in the next 11 in the next 7 years or something like that.
That too. Next
But
up, we have Bulls.
Oh, we both said Jazz. Yeah, Jazz.
Yeah, Jazz.
Cavs.
Next up, we have
Cavs.
Bulls versus Cavs.
Told y'all the Bulls were trick bag. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, and y'all killed me when I said DeMar DeRozan doesn't seem. I don't think he needs to be an All-Star. His team is ass. They are bad. They are floundering. They're 26 and 29. They were the number 2 team in the East at one point. They are bad, and now the same way that y'all talk bad about Trey's team isn't good. All this seems like stat pad to me. You padding stats on losses. Cavs gonna win this game. I told y'all about that, and I told you, hey man, y'all be disrespecting Trey. We got a video on it on YouTube. Go listen. Calling him 12th best guard in the East. Not even making him an All-Star game. Y'all crazy as hell. Cavs gonna blow out the Bulls. Told you. I told you.
All right, let me clear out the cash. Let me clear out the history. I ain't say none of that shit. I want to be very clear. I think DeMar DeRozan is a hell of a basketball player. He is trapped on a terrible team. Vucevic is 56 years old. Patrick Williams has no offensive skill whatsoever.
None. He was supposed to be Kawhi.
Yeah, he's quiet. The 2 players that have all of the offensive power hate each other. That's DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. They did not trade them, so they are stuck together. And they have. I don't even know who their point guard is. Supposed to be Lonzo.
I was about to say Lonzo. That Lonzo injury really hurt that team.
Well, I mean, you pick Kobe White, and he just has never materialized anything. And I mean, he's just gonna be Dennis.
When he picked like 8th.
I just knew he's a point guard who can't facilitate. What are you doing? I mean, he has that ability to like run to the basket and score, but he's like Russell Westbrook without any passing,
minus the athleticism and height.
Yeah, facts. So I think DeMar's just on a bad team, but I think he's an excellent player and even more admirable to keep it together. Considering the only other guy who can score a bucket is a guy who doesn't like you or you don't like him. But
points,
the Cavs are
1 assist.
The Cavs are a better team. I will say Jarrett Allen is not the Jarrett Allen of last year. I do think that Clint Capella is better than him now this year.
Yeah.
Last year, everybody was like, "Oh, Jarrett Allen, he's a monster. He's a monster." Clint Capella didn't. No, don't forget about me, friend.
Yeah, but Evan Mobley has also gotten better, especially over the last like 6 weeks. So I think you can attribute Jarrett Allen's production going. Evan Mobley has his rebounds is what everybody's talking about going up. So I think
17 and 7. He's right where he should be as a number 1 pick, which I do think he was the number 1 pick.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he wasn't. And now the fact that he was 14 and 5 or 4 or something. Now he's like 17 and 7. The last few weeks he's scored pretty well.
Excuse me, I'm wrong. He is actually 16 and 9. Humblest apologies.
So his rebounds have actually gone up.
Yeah.
So I think that you can attribute that to Jarrett Allen dropping, but I think Clint Capella is just so bad offensively. I think that's what he's almost unplayable offensively at this point. But he gets so many rebounds.
Rebounds. He's top 4 in offensive rebounds. He's top 5 in all rebounds. And as a team that needs rebounds, because we used to shoot the ball a lot, he's very valuable. And DeAndre Ayton ended up the game with 2 rebounds last game. So
DeAndre Ayton, woo! I'm glad we didn't make that trade, but we'll get there. Cavs, we picking the Cavs.
Yeah, we're confidently picking the Cavs. Lakers versus Warriors.
Boy, you know they're gonna make the debut.
Do not bet. Do not bet.
This is what we call the debut of the NHL hockey line change. The Lakers pretty much just took everybody on their team besides LeBron and AD and traded them. I think they got 4 players.
Hey man, just put them in a bowl, shake them up, and say, "Hey, these are the 5 guys we playing tonight." I know you guys don't know anything about each other. I know you don't know any plays. Just go out there and just do what LeBron tells you to do.
Never thought I would compare the Lakers, the Wizards and the Nets all in the same thing.
Oh,
all
hell
together.
no. You shouldn't. One of them has LeBron. And
Well, how about I
AD.
say-
Those are two.
Well, that's my point. The Lakers are the Wizards and the Nets with LeBron and AD. Like, that's the only difference. They took a whole lot of people, shook them up
correct.
together, and said, "Go." So, I mean, look, man. I'm always gonna be a Michael Jordan is the greatest, etc. If LeBron win a championship with this team,
You ain't got to worry about that. You ain't got to worry about that.
if they go on a run and win with this team, and the West is so wide open, I don't trust the Nuggets. I don't. Not as the number one. I don't trust them.
Nah, gas station sushi. Don't trust it at all. Not now, not ever. And when I tell you, it's not. You don't have to worry about them winning a championship. In old Georgia vernacular, ye ain't gotta worry about them winning the championship. And that's yeen, Y-E-E-N. You ain't gotta worry about them doing it. It ain't gonna happen. It's a fun story, but this team isn't a lot better. It's just different.
It is, man. It is. But I
good pickup with Mo Bamba though.
Hey,
Ray, where you
before
at
we
now?
move,
Ray,
let me ask-
time
oh,
out,
they
time
did
out,
get
time
they
out,
get
time out.
Mo. They get Mo.
Time out.
I wanted to ask
Hey,
about Gary Payton too. Gary Payton the second when after you finish.
Hold on, but I do think we have a couple Laker fans in here. Ray, I know you're a diehard Laker fan. AJ, I saw you in here earlier. I know you're a Laker fan. I would love to hear y'all opinions here in the comments about the post-trade situation and how confident y'all feel.
They definitely got better. They definitely got better. They won. To me, the Lakers won almost. The Lakers had one of the better trade deadlines to me.
Why do you think they got better?
They got rid of Russell Westbrook. They got more shooting.
Okay.
They got rid of Russell Westbrook. I was surprised on the Thomas Bryant move, but he did. It turns out he requested a trade. I think Mo Bamba was a good pickup because now that allows Anthony Davis to pretty much ISO in the paint and do whatever he wants to do. And you can shoot with Mo Bamba. I think Mo Bamba just gives you length on the defensive side. I don't think he's worse than Thomas Bryant was. Thomas Bryant, I don't think I saw a defensive highlight from him all year on any of the sports networks. And when we watch the game, I don't know what he averages blocks wise, but I think Mo Bamba could at least give you whatever Thomas Bryant was giving you or more. I think they've gotten better. Who
on the team now is better than what Russell Westbrook today?
For what that team needs, Malik Beasley. They needed shooting. They need shooting.
So what I'm saying is,
yes, I'm taking Malik Beasley over $45 million Russell Westbrook. Yes, I am. Yes,
Russell Westbrook is going to at least be in the running for Sixth Man of the Year. Malik Beasley was not even close, not even in the conversation.
Russell Westbrook was a detriment to this team. He's a detriment.
Malik Beasley was. And like what I was going to say, Malik Beasley has most recently been known for sleeping with his teammate's mother, not playing basketball. I think that Russell Westbrook is a better player than Malik Beasley today, tomorrow, and even forever.
Not for this team. We should see. I think he's a better player. For this team, Russell Westbrook's skill set does not help. They need shooting. He can't shoot. They need him to play defense. He doesn't really play a lot of great defense anymore. All he can do is pretty much drive to the bat or push the ball on the fast break. But they need shooting. They needed shooting. They need pieces. And then they also got defensive help outside of AD ish. He's kind of hurt. Street clothes. Jared Vanderbilt can guard the 2 through the 4.
Ain't score.
That's why you got Malik Beasley. You got Malik Beasley to shoot, and you got Jared Vanderbilt to play defense.
Okay. All right. Tell me what that looked like.
It looks better. I'm willing to bet it looks better than Russell Westbrook. I think they'll have more of an impact than Russell Westbrook could.
So you would assume that
if Russell Westbrook was as good as you think he is right now, there's no way that nobody would have traded for him.
But why trade for him when you know you can get him? I know he's a free agent at the end, and we'll see. I think
$40-some million. They needed more players. They were relying on Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves ain't it. You can't rely on Austin Reeves.
You want to know whose fault that is? LeBron James.
That don't change the fact that that's what they relying on. They relying on Austin Reeves. So the moves that they made make them a better team. They just needed more. They needed a total roster talent upgrade.
Now this is where the juice is not going to be worth the squeeze for me. There's going to be ratcheted up expectations now. You could always blame Russ before. Russ is gone now. And Russ is in a better situation. No matter what you say, Russ ends up winning the trade deadline more than the Lakers, more than LeBron.
Every team
no, he's not going to Chicago. He's in Utah.
Yeah, they have not ruled out, but they think 99% if he gets bought out, he's going to Chicago.
Why would he go to Chicago when the Clippers are already interested?
That's the latest news that had came up from Shams and Woj.
Now that will be the worst career planning I probably heard in my life. If you're telling me, and I've seen where
all that bravado, bro, all that bravado.
Paul
Chicago
George said, "Hey, we need a point guard." Yeah, no. If you go to Chicago,
I don't know, man. The Clippers got Eric Gordon, and they also got Bones Highland. I forgot about that. I keep forgetting they got Bones Highland. But I was talking about shooting. They need shooting because they got rid of Luke Kennard, who is like top 5 in NBA three-point shooting.
Thank you, because Luke Kennard, but every time we play the Clippers, Luke Kennard put up a personal high of like 50 points. 9 and 9 from the three-point line.
They traded him.
Okay, who you picking in this game? I actually
Lakers.
think both of these teams. You picking the Lakers?
Yeah, I mean, the Steph Curry's hurt.
I guess they have to win.
Jordan Poole, AD should go nuclear in this game. He should. Now
he won't.
As Reggie Miller said, if he come down awkward every time he grimaces, it's 3 weeks. That was hilarious.
And it's true. And you can't say nothing to Reggie because Reggie played a lot of games healthy.
Yep.
Say what you want to. Next up, and these are two teams I actually think are relatively close in skill level. Mavs and Kings.
Mavs. Luke is back.
It's
Kyrie out there playing young, wild, and free. Yeah, they beat the shit out of everybody. He only played 2 games, but
no. Well, this is the other part. Oh no. I'm definitely picking the Kings. I'm gonna tell you why. They beat the Kings last night, 122-114. It was a close game. It was a good game all the way through. Beating the team 2 times in 2 nights is damn near impossible.
I think that if Luka plays, I think the Mavs definitely win this.
I would say do not bet in this game. I think that these are actually. I hate that the Mavericks don't start Christian Wood. It makes no sense to me. It's nonsensical to me.
Not as good as you think, huh? They don't think he's as good as you think he is.
Yes, they do. He still plays a ton of minutes. I don't like the stagger to me. It's weird to me. Next, now we're going to Sunday. There are 2 games, only one of them that matters, and these games are earlier in the day. They're like 2 that one.
Worried about this one right here. Just gonna talk about Grizzlies, Celtics, Pistons, Raptors is something we don't care. Debate.
We're actually gonna put we do not care on this game, because we don't care. The Raptors are stupid. I don't know why they held on to all those pieces. You should trade them and try to do something with this team. I like this team, but they're all the same size and they all do the same thing. Now, this one is a very interesting game here. Grizzlies versus Celtics.
I can't win. I can't win, bruh. You said you was good in the West, getting that ass bust. You said the only team you fear is the Celtics. Well, now you got to play the Celtics. They don't have Marcus Smart, though. I think Jaylen Brown is going to play with the mask.
Oh.
Because you
that's
got that
a good question.
Fracture. I think he got the facial fracture. I think he's going to play with the mask.
And I wonder if Jaylen Brown is eventually.
I think you're about to go into another discussion.
No, he's supposed to be sidelined due to facial fracture.
Oh, well, I mean, the Grizzlies might win this game then. Just Jason Tatum. And, I mean, Malcolm Brogdon is good. I don't even know if they have Al Horford in this game.
People I'm not worried about.
Well, you have to. Jaren Jackson Jr. is gonna do something. I mean, Robert
Yeah,
Williams
that's the reason
is good.
Robert Williams for that.
But you put the other light skinned dude on him, that super hyper athletic guy, and let Jared
Grant
Jackson Jr.
Williams.
float. Yeah, you let Jared Jackson Jr. float. So
I mean, you still have the ability to start. I'm going straight up. Just Malcolm Brogdon at the 1, Derek White at the 2, Tatum at the 3. Al Horford is day to day, and Robert Williams. But yeah, I'm playing that straight up. Who's their 5 now for the Grizzlies?
Nobody.
Because Adams is out.
Did they? They didn't make any trades, did they?
No, but Adams is out, so I don't know who they're.
Jared Jackson Jr.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. Now, I think that Robert Williams can do a good enough job on Jaren Jackson Jr. Jaren Jackson Jr. is good. You said what?
Celtics might beat the Grizzlies. Now we went through all the injuries. The Grizzlies don't have anybody that can really stop Jason Tatum.
Dylan Brooks is back, hitting people in the nuts again.
He can be back all he want to. Jason Tatum.
Yeah, I'm picking the Celtics in this. I think that they're just a better. They're a better team at this very moment, which is the right thing. And now we are here for the moment that you've been waiting for. This is the Sunday of all Sundays. You go to church. I know, that's Easter or Christmas. For everybody else, it is Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday. Yes, sir.
And on top of that, this is actually a really good Super Bowl. I think that everybody included thinks that these are the 2 best teams in the NFL right now. There are 2 NFL blue bloods with 2 very strong fan bases, 2 extremely different but extremely entertaining teams. Chiefs versus the Eagles. I'm happy about this Super Bowl. I also want to take this moment to apologize to the Eagles. My bad. I was wrong. I thought something, and I never thought that you guys would actually make it to the Super Bowl. I've pretty much been on record every week saying that you guys would not make it to the Super Bowl.
Trick bag. That's what you said.
And I'm still not. I'm not going to leave that to afterwards. But at this point, congratulations to you guys.
Wait till afterwards. You gonna wait till if they lose and then try to crush them?
No. Hey, no. All I'm going to say is you guys have proved me wrong all season. You guys have a very good overall team. I'm going to give you that. There is probably not a better team top to bottom as far as skill level and talent distribution like the Eagles. D-line is good. Offensive line is good. Secondary does the job. You're getting good quarterback play. Wide receivers are monsters. You should really send the Tennessee Titans a fruit basket. Or you could just send them a little replica trophy if y'all win. Be like, thanks.
like you get everybody that work in the concessions and stuff, give them a fake ring.
Absolutely. I was sending to the dude that said trade AJ, to be completely honest. I'm like,
the guy that they fired? Yeah. Come on over as an analyst. I'd sign you today as an analyst just so you get a ring.
No, I wouldn't do that. I don't want you to be anywhere around that man because you clearly don't know how to assess talent. But what I would do, I would find his address and I send him that trophy and I say from the Eagles, with love. Hold that. Put that in your office somewhere.
So this is definitely, I think Patrick Mahomes has been announced as the MVP of this season. I think Jalen Hurts won most improved player, I think. You have the best team versus the MVP. Last time we saw that, it was the best defense. Well, it really wasn't the best team in Tampa Bay. Just Kansas City had no offensive line. I think they had 4 offensive linemen hurt for that game. The Eagles defensive, I don't know if I've seen a more dominant defensive line since 08 Giants? 08 Giants probably is the last time you can think of such a dominant defensive line across the board that plays more than just 4 players, right? The Eagles are fully healthy. The Eagles have the ability to exploit the Kansas City secondary, which is the weakness of their defense.
I will also say the injury report on this thing is pretty clean. I think they have Britton Covey as the only person who's questionable with the hamstring. Everybody else has been full participation. You know that there's probably a little bit of gamesmanship in there. I think that they probably have some people who are hurt-ish, but
Lane
it's a
Johnson
Super Bowl.
is definitely hurt-ish.
Hey, at this point, hey man, whatever it is, you gotta get yourself together for one more game, and I think that that's what they're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you I'm picking the Chiefs. I don't think that was a question for any of y'all who know me for real. I'm betting on Mahomes early and often, and it should be very interesting. Who you got?
First off, I want to highlight that this is the Black Bowl. You have two black quarterbacks facing each other in the Super Bowl for the first time ever in 2023, even though the majority of the players in the Super Bowl are in the NFL are black. But it's neither here nor there. Secondly, the Eagles' weakness on their defense is the linebackers. Secondary is good. Defensive line is outstanding. Linebackers are, if you had to pick a weak link, would be the linebackers. Andy Reid is fantastic at finding that sore spot, finding that bruise, and just hitting that same spot over and over again.
Hey, yo.
Travis Kelce, Chauncey Gardner-Wilson, who you take in that matchup? You take Travis Kelce.
Without a doubt.
Patrick Mahomes has to be healthy in order to beat this Philadelphia Eagles team. If he can't move, he's a sitting duck, and it's over. It's hard for me to pick against the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
It's hard for me to pick against the Eagles, man. They're just a full team. You know what they look like? They look like a college team. They look like them Bama, like UGA teams. Like they have a good player. They have an all-pro at like almost every position except for linebacker. Except for line, they got all-pro receiver, all-pro quarterback, all-pro offensive line, all-pro defensive tackle, all-pro offensive tackle, all-pro defensive end, all-pro safety, all-pro cornerback. They literally have an all-pro everything. And the quarterback is like a running back, so that takes care of the running backs and that. But it's Patrick Mahomes, man. He's on pace to throw for 100,000 yards in his career and retire comfortably, like at 33, 32, not 47 like Tom Brady. He gonna break all of Tom Brady's records in 15 less years. Like,
and that's the reason they did not let black people play quarterback until just recently.
The Eagles just have so much more than the Chiefs.
Who you picking, man?
I don't know. I'm talking all of this because I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Now, you didn't know that we was going to pick on Saturday Morning Live since the end of last football season. We was going to pick the Super Bowl.
My thought process has been the same. Like, since they announced who was winning this, nothing has changed.
I've been over here calculating.
I've been watching the injury report. I've been reading. I've been trying to see if somebody been going to buy prostitutes. I've been trying to see whatever off the field, whatever could happen. There is nothing. These guys are sitting in the hotel, chilling, doing nothing wrong. I got to go with the Eagles. Got to go with the Eagles on this one. I think they're just a better team. I don't want to bet against Mahomes. I like Mahomes.
24 pack. 24.
I can't do it. I'm not confident in my pick. I can't do that. I want to pick the Chiefs.
Well, you know, whatever it is, this is a 24 pack. It's a Super Bowl.
I want to pick the Chiefs. I want to pick the Chiefs.
Don't talk yourself out of it. And while you continue to deliberate, I am very excited because Jerry is going to be playing. I think that if there is a weakness for the Eagles, it is the linebackers. And the linebackers versus Jerry, I think that everybody else will probably be matched up pretty well. Yes, I think that Pacheco will run hard and direct at them. And then after the linebackers back off a little bit, Jerry will be right there. Now, my only concern is My only concern is they may have to leave him in there for pass protection because his defensive line is so good. That is going to be how you differentiate this game. If the lineman can do it man on man, then that allows for everybody else to get some extracurricular time.
Man on man, they're going to lose.
Man versus man, I'm going to tell you right now, that does not look extremely inviting. That is, I mean, you're really asking, and that's not a slight to the Chiefs at all. It's not. But for sure, you got four real adults over there.
I'm gonna pick the Eagles. I'm picking the Eagles. I'm picking the Eagles, but I could see this turning into like. No, I'm picking the Eagles. Matter of fact, no, I'm picking.
Okay. Thank you.
This reminds me of the
24?
Giants versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, I'll take 24. This reminds me of the Giants versus the Chiefs. I mean, Giants versus the 18-0 Tom Brady team. Like, the Giants just have a really good defense, and I just don't want Patrick Mahomes. Like, I want Patrick Mahomes to win too because I don't want him to be slighted. If he doesn't win, folks are gonna start to slight him and everything that he's doing in the. And he's done in the NFL, and I'm like, come on.
If you slight Patrick Mahomes, you're stupid. There's no other win, lose, or draw, tie. The lights can go out like they did in the Super Bowl with San Francisco. Mahomes is that man. And there's never been a quarterback who started out their career better than him. So if you slight him, I want you to go ahead and slide yourself right on out of existence. What is your score prediction?
Robert Quinn. Man, my score prediction's been all off. I think it's going to be the last person to get the ball. I could see a 35-31. 35-31 Eagles.
All right, my score prediction is 28-24. I think the Chiefs score once every quarter. I think that the Eagles score once every quarter until the end of the game. And then after that, it comes down to they settle for a field goal thinking they'll get the time back to try to score again. It's over.
Oh, yeah. No, Sirianni? What's his name? What's the coach's name?
Sirianni.
Sirianni, you need to be aggressive. Because if you think you can stop Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce in the 4-minute drill, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over.
Play to win the game. Let me tell you that. And I know your defense is good, and I believe them for sure. But Mahomes and Kelce and that magic that come down, I'm gonna tell you right now, if the Chiefs are tied with 4, 3, or 2, maybe 1 minute left on the clock. It's tight, bro. You might melodies from heaven.
This has a chance. This has a chance, though. This has a chance for it can be close or it can get ugly and then get close at the end. I think the Eagles can come out like gangbusters, but I think Patrick Mahomes is gonna put the fear of God in them in the third and fourth quarter, and I think that's how it gets to be 35-31. I think the Eagles come out and go into halftime like 21-10. 20, you
trying to make Mahomes the GOAT. You trying to
21-10, and then Mahomes comes out like pow, pow, pow. All of a sudden, it's 28-24 going into the fourth quarter. And I think the Eagles defense holds them to a field goal. I think the Eagles score a touchdown, and that's how the game ends.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if they go down 21-10 and Mahomes comes back, he is going to be the GOAT. Tom Brady, you gonna have to. You thought Kareem was tight.
Nah. Tom Brady. Until first of all, you got to win a whole lot more rings to be in that.
That's a joke. It's a joke. Don't kill the joke for the people watching, man.
And then,
but I'm gonna tell you,
you bring it up 28-3.
Oh well, let's not discuss that.
That's the greatest comeback in history.
Let's. Hey, we're gonna have that's one thing. As long as trigger. I'm picking Mahomes is my MVP. Who do you have? I think it's much more difficult for you to pick MVP.
MVP. Uh, Jalen Hurts. If 35 points, it's gotta be Jalen Hurts unless the defense scores, which you know.
Now Jalen Hurts, boy, I'm gonna tell y'all Eagles fans, if y'all do win, and it is reasonable that y'all could, well, y'all gonna have to pay Jalen Hurts through the nose. Y'all have to go ahead and legitimately, and I hate to say it, but if y'all win this Super Bowl, the future of your team is over.
What do you mean it's over?
Because what it's gonna cost for them to pay Jalen Hurts? No. You ain't gonna be able to pay nobody else.
Well, I mean, they're already gonna. I mean, but they got young players everywhere. Derek Barnett is out of there. You gotta assume either Hassan Reddick or Josh Sweat is gone. Fletcher Cox has maybe one more year. I mean, remember they got 2 more years of Jalen Hurts on his rookie contract.
No, you don't. Not if you're smart. And I think that they will force him.
Like, you already got AJ Brown. AJ Brown signed that 4-year contract last year. You got to pay Devontae and Jalen and Chauncey Gardner-Wilson. Darius Slay will be on the end. You have money. You just have to retool. You got to retool.
Which, I mean, considering they won a Super Bowl not that long ago, to be back, that's at least reasonable.
Totally retooled.
Any other questions? Do you think that there will be any new music from Rihanna, or will she just give us a greatest hits for the Super Bowl?
I haven't even put in any thought. I don't know. I'm assuming then you got to do new music. You'd be foolish not to have any type of. You do greatest hits, but you got to sprinkle in the upcoming album songs through there.
Why?
Why not?
Well, number one, I will tell you.
You play one. You got to play one.
She's already said, she's already kind of alluded to, she's just gonna repurpose this music, which I think in the history of all music shams, I think that this is by far the greatest of all time. If you tell me that she's gonna perform at the Super Bowl and only perform all of her songs from 5 years ago, that is the most excellent repurposing of content I've ever seen in my life. And I need to learn the ways. Her merch is flying off the shelves at unprecedented rate. And you get to the Super Bowl and you perform Umbrella, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna be thrilled. I'm gonna love every moment of this. And shout out to Jay-Z and Rock Nation for setting this one up too. That's all they're doing now, brokering Super Bowl deals.
Oh yeah, they just big brokers now. Like they just making. It's a reason that the Hive is going crazy over this Beyonce tour, right when everybody gets some money. Like this, the hustle never leaves. Is that it? Oh, it cut us off at an hour. Yep. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of Saturday Morning Live. Instagram cut us off. Give us an hour. So, as you see, we picked all our picks. 24-pack on the Eagles for me. 24-pack on the Chiefs for Norwood. Gonna be a good time, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Norwood, if we didn't miss anything, take us out.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, Instagram hated. They did hate. They can't hate us. They gotta hate us because they ain't us. We will continue to be successful. We will continue to put out this content. This has been another fantastic Saturday Morning Live going into the Super Bowl showdown. Always remember to do what? Like, follow, subscribe. Tell somebody about the podcast, man. We just had like 50 people on today. It was fantastic. We're going to run it up again, and we'll be back next week. And one of us will have a case of beers that we will try to drink during Saturday Morning Live. Hopefully it'll be me. I want to see how many beers I'm going to get through.
Y'all appreciate y'all. Y'all turn up.